Good afternoon, students. In our past two life skills sessions, we have learned about table layouts and table manners. I was very happy to see many of you sending the pictures of your tables with the proper layouts. I hope you have also learned the table manners which were discussed in the last session. In this concluding session of this topic, we are going to learn about dining out etiquettes. All of us love to have food outside, especially the children. We go to the restaurants, we are invited to parties, we go to the marriages. Now, what etiquettes we have to follow over there? Whenever we go to a restaurant, our reservation is made in advance. Now, what's a reservation? A reservation is an arrangement made ahead of time for a table at a restaurant. When calling to make your reservation, you must give your name, the number of people in your group, the time you plan to arrive. Do not seat yourself unless you are directed to do so. Restaurant etiquette involves the same good manners that you use anywhere else. Still, there are a few basic guidelines that deal with situations found only in restaurants. Now, what kind of situations do you think these include? Think about it. This could be the seating arrangements specific to a certain kind of restaurant, the kind of cutlery, or the cuisine which is offered there. Now, have you ever been confused or did not know something on the menu? I'm sure once in a while everyone is. When dining out, don't be afraid to ask a few questions. After all, it would be beneficial to you and the people serving you. Knowing the restaurant policy can help you avoid an embarrassing and uncomfortable situation. Now, how to communicate with the servers. It's very important, children. Here also, show your good manners. Be very polite to the servers. Then how should you try and get your server's attention? The proper way to catch your server's attention is by calmly raising your hand. Complaints and compliments. Both are equally important. If we have any complaint about the food, we should tell the server, but never be rude. If nothing is done, then go ahead and complain to the manager. Compliments are just as important to the manager as complaints. So don't forget to give compliments. I hope everybody remembers the bell we used to ring at Pizza Hut. Now comes the birthday party etiquettes. I hope everyone is invited to birthday parties. Now below we have arranged our guide moving from general manners to specific birthday party etiquette. We'll address etiquette specific to birthday parties, thank you notes, gifts, manners, and all the rest. Let's get started. When you arrive, what's the first thing to do? Say hello to the birthday child, wish him, and greet their parents. Thank them for inviting you. Do not arrive to a party empty-handed. If an activity or the party itself is boring, keep it to yourself. Do not ask, when do we eat? Or when is it the time for cake? It's very impolite and rude. If you have a cell phone, don't be busy. Use it only to contact your parents. When asking for something, say please. Don't forget to use these golden words. When someone helps you or something is given to you, never forget to say thank you. When people speak to you, respond politely. Most often, people will ask, how are you? You should tell them how you are and then ask them in return how they are. Say yes please and no thank you. Do not say yep or no. When you need someone's attention, don't forget to say excuse me. Do not interrupt others unless it's an emergency. Do not engage in foul language, body humor, or name calling. If you bump into someone, say, excuse me. When you walk through a door, see if you can hold it for someone else. Here, you are going to represent your family and even your school, so be at your best. When it's your birthday, you have invited your friends. Think about other kids' feelings when you are handing out invitation at school. It's not very polite to talk about the party if the entire class is not being invited. You should greet kids at the door and thank them for coming. Say thank you for every gift to the person who gave it, even if you don't like it. Do not say, I already have this. When the guests leave, then you should walk them to the door and thank them for coming and for their gift. Send a thank you note to each person who attended. They'll feel good, they'll feel special. Thank them for coming and for their gift. A handwritten note is ideal and shows your appreciation to the fullest. It will make your guests feel special and they look forward to come to your house on the very next occasion. When you receive birthday gifts or cards, read the card or the tag first, open relatively quickly but without turning it into a frenzy. Admire it briefly. Do not show disappointment if it is uninteresting or something you already have, because the person who has brought that gift for you has brought it with great efforts and thoughtfulness. Thank the person who gave the gift. Move on to the next one. Send a thank you note later. Now we come to buffet etiquettes. We all go to attend marriages and parties where a buffet is laid. Now, in a buffet system, you have to serve yourself. So there are certain etiquettes which need to be followed. Walk around the buffet to see your options before you fill your plate. In the buffet system, it is seen many times that a lot of food is wasted, which should not be done, children. Always get a new plate when you return to the buffet. Never reach around someone else at the buffet. Keep the line moving. Make your selections quickly so others can get their food. Do not ever touch any of the food with your hands. If there isn't a utensil, ask for one. Be sure to return serving utensils to the appropriate dish to avoid cross-contamination. Place your napkin on a chair when you go for seconds to indicate that you are returning. Turn your head away and sneeze or cough in your elbow if you need to. Do not ask for leftovers. Follow these simple buffet etiquette rules. When you arrive to the buffet, first look around the buffet setup where bread, salads, soup, main dishes, sides, desserts are, as well as where the plates, bowls, glasses are. Last but not least, where the buffet line begins. If the buffet has different sections, choose the section you want to start with. A buffet line should go in one direction unless the same food is served from two opposing sides and two lines are used. There is no need to serve yourself your whole meal in one round. You can start with salads and appetizers, then come for the main course and sides and later come for dessert. Don't fill in your plate with heaps of food which you'll not be able to complete. When you take your plate, do not cut any line. Start serving yourself from the area where the buffet begins and follow the line. Man should offer a woman a plate from the buffet and to go first. Never start against the line in opposite direction to everyone or in the middle of the line. When you serve yourself, always use service utensils, never personal utensils. Always put back service utensils on the designated dish and not on another food plate. Do not use the same service utensils for other foods. Why? Because it can spoil and contaminate the food. And it's also dangerous for people with allergies. Do not get close to the person ahead of you. Give them room to serve themselves. Do not serve yourself over someone else. Never push or say something unkind to the person ahead. It all may seem to be too lengthy to you, but children, when we are really attending these parties and we are into these situations, we must not forget our manners. When serving yourself, do not take too long. People are waiting, so be considerate. If you're not sure of what you want, keep walking and come back when you decided. But do not stop the line. Never serve yourself more than you can or plan to eat. Buffets are regularly refilled, so no need to take more than necessary. Finish and come for more if you wish. That's a better way to save food. When going to buffet, avoid having too many things in your hands. It could lead to messy accidents. Do not make negative comments about the food. Some people might love what you don't, and vice versa. When you go for seconds, no need to bring your used plate. You can take a new plate at the buffet. When eating a buffet meal, always follow regular dining etiquettes, which we had learned in the last session. Fork left, knife right, napkin on your lap, napkin on your chair or table when you get up. Do not eat in line or from the buffet directly. Do not touch food with your hands. Always use serving utensils. Do not forget to be patient. Everyone in line is in the same situation you are, so be polite. The waitstaff will clean your table as dinner progresses and clear the table, taking away used dishes and glasses. So do not forget to tip them. It is not acceptable to take out leftover buffet food. That's all, children.